Working out gives me Hulk muscles.
Haha, what's up, YouTube? I am back for another comic book list, and this one is going to be Hulk's 10 Greatest Hero Battles. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that. I had to dig in the vault to find that song. Now, the thing I love most about two heroes battling is the normal rules for hero and villain battles don't apply. Usually, if it's the villain wins, he leaves either the hero decimated and leaves, or this hero summons last ounce of strength and takes down the villain once and for all. When it's two heroes battling, the normal script goes completely out the window. I mean, you see, you want this one hero to win, you want the other hero to win. It can go either way. You have a whole new set of factors when it's two heroes battling because they're heroes. Both of them are supposed to win. That being said, we are going to kick off this list with Hulk versus Batman coming in at number 10. Now, I do have this one at number 10 because this is a Marvel DC crossover that happened because of the popularity of Spider-Man and Superman. Now, the Batman Hulk happened in 1981. Batman is ultimately the victor in this battle after these two fight, but this is back when Hulk was still Dumb Savage Hulk, and Batman is an elite fighter, so he's able to find the weaknesses and take down the Hulk. Now, if you want to know a little more about the Spider-Man versus Superman battle, you can see my Spider-Man's team-up list. Alright, back on this, number 9 on this list is probably the greatest crossover that Marvel and DC ever did with Marvel versus DC. And we're going to go with Hulk versus Superman. Now, if you had a chance to read Marvel versus DC, you know that Superman ultimately won this battle. Now, don't blame the writers for this. What led to Superman winning is, number one, Superman was on top of his game, and it was the Professor Hulk, which is one of his weaker incarnations. And also, this was a battle that was voted by readers, so they ultimately chose Superman to beat the Hulk. So, there you go. Now at number 8, this is an interesting one for me because I almost completely missed this battle. It happened so long ago, I wasn't even born when this battle happened. This one is Hulk versus Namor. Now, this battle happened back in 1968, and Tales of Astonishment, number 100. Now, without getting into too much details, Puppet Master took control of the Hulk and had him trying to kill Namor. Since the Hulk was trying to kill, ultimately, the Submariner, Namor, wins this battle, but it is a pretty good issue if you ever get the chance to take a look at it. Now, coming in at number 7 on this list, this is Spider-Man and Doc Samson working together to take on the Hulk. Now, the Hulk and Spider-Man have faced many times. This isn't the first. This obviously is not going to be the last. But this is actually a pretty good one. Now, originally, Doc Samson was working on a gamma-radiated virus that infects him and makes him go savage Doc Samson. He finds the Hulk, and then the virus infects him, and it turns the Professor Hulk into Savage Hulk. And it can only affect one host at a time, so Spider-Man and Doc Samson work together to take on the Hulk, who they ultimately lose, because this is Savage Hulk. But Spider-Man's able to have the Hulk come to his senses right before he smashes the both of them. Now, coming in at number 6, I thought that this may have happened once or twice, but this actually happened multiple times. Hulk takes on the Avengers. Now, the very first time that Hulk took on the Avengers was actually in Avengers number 3. The battle that I am going to go over today happened in Incredible Hulk number 321 back in 1986. Hulk, split from Bruce Banner, was running around Savage, if you sense a theme here. He takes on first She-Hulk, who's still part of the Fantastic Four, and goes up against Captain Marvel, who is a female at this time, Iron Man, Wonder Man, Hawkeye, Mockingbird, Tigra, Hercules, Namor, Captain America, and the Black Knight, who was ultimately able to bring him down, but it took all of them working together to be able to do that. And now, coming in at number 5, a continuation of which one's the strongest? Hulk versus The Thing. Now, back in 1971, Reed Richards had came up with some sort of a device that allowed Ben Grimm to become The Thing to his human form at will. At the time of being able to do this, Ben Grimm was becoming increasingly more violent and angry. It got to the point where he was causing destruction on the street, and the Fantastic Four called in the Hulk to help subdue the Thing. The battle raged from them in Central Park and then went right into the city, where they fought on the streets, they fought on the rooftops, until Hulk was ultimately able to take Ben Grimm down. And now we get to number 4 on the list. Now, when I was first creating this list, this battle hadn't happened yet, so I didn't have it on there. But since the Avengers 2 Age of Ultron, I am including the Hulk fights Iron Man in the Hulkbuster armor. Now, not wanting to ruin this for anybody who hasn't seen Avengers 2 yet, the battle between the Hulk with Iron Man and the Hulkbuster armor was just a big treat. I mean, this is probably the only thing that can take down the Hulk at this time, and these two were fighting on the streets of Skova, throwing cars, using repulsor blasts. In the end, even Iron Man couldn't take down the Hulk. But it was just really great just seeing these two behemoths just duking it out. Now we slide into number 3. This is probably one of the most talked about battles when it comes to Hulk battling heroes. Hulk battles Wolverine. Now, when I started making this list, this was actually the very first battle I wrote down, and I'm going with Wolverine's first appearance in Incredible Hulks number 180 and 181 back in 1974. He appears at the end of 180 and he fights the Hulk and Wendigo in 181. When Wolverine first takes on Wendigo, Hulk thought he and Wolverine were teaming up until Wolverine turned on the Hulk. Hulk ultimately wins, but it's a great introduction for Wolverine into comic books. Now with number 2, I cheated a little bit. It's not actually Hulk fighting a hero, but it's a battle that just has to be mentioned. So, coming in at number 2, Hulk takes on Zeus. Not wanting to get bogged down too much in the specifics of what was going on, but back in 2011, Hulk fought the entire Greek pantheon on his way up to Mount Olympus through gods and monsters all the way up to see Zeus. Now, after he sucker punches Zeus in the face, Hulk truly understands what a mistake it was to challenge a god at this level. Now, with just like every other number 1 out there on any list, I saved the best for last. Now, this number 1 isn't a specific hero because Hulk fights just about everybody in the storyline of World War Hulk. In World War Hulk storyline, Hulk returns to planet Earth after being exiled by the Marvel Illuminati. He returns as the Green King, the perfect incarnation of the Hulk. He and his Warbound proceed to take down the Marvel Illuminati and anybody who stands in his way. The battle ultimately starts off with him battling Black Bolt and taking him down, to where the battle finally ends with him and Sentry matching up blow to blow with the satellites firing down on him at the same time, to what finally ends the Hulk's rampage. Sorry the Hulk lost so many times in the list, but when heroes battle heroes, that's what ultimately has to happen. I hope you all enjoyed this video. As always, I sure had a lot of fun making it. And until next time, I'll see you.